We're all in the same physical world, but we live in different realities. And we rarely pause and analyze what reality we live in, or taking it one step further, start seeing it in others. Okay, so remember this. You don't see the world as it is, you see it as you've been conditioned to see it. Okay, really sit down with this. You don't see the world as it is right now. The way you're all looking at me, you don't see me the same way as your neighbor and that person's neighbor and that person's neighbor. You're all seeing this weird morph version of me. Okay? If you're someone who, let's just take this example, loves me, you're probably seeing me with the fucking glitter Instagram filter, hearts flying out, and you're like, God damn, I just want to suck him off. You know, that's your reality right now. That's what you're seeing. If you're someone who's not a fan of me, you're probably like, you know what? He's actually pretty short. What's he talking about? Fuck that guy. You know, that's what you're seeing. You're probably seeing me a little shorter than I actually am. We all filter things that way. Going even deeper, it depends on how you feel. If you're someone who feels anxious a lot, you're going to be filtering this room with, oh man, are people staring at me? What are they thinking about me? What about the people behind me? You know, are they judging the back of my head? Holy shit. That's what you're going to experience. Okay? If you're someone who's angry, you might look for reasons to be angry. You're like, you know what, the AC's a little loud. I don't know about this fucking temperature. I don't know about the lighting. These chairs are not the most comfortable. Oh, and tomorrow I got to talk to my boss. Fuck that. It's like, that's your reality. Okay? Now, you could say, okay, that there's you, there's the world as it is, and then there's the frame. Another way of viewing it is you're wearing different sunglasses or glasses with different filters. Now, that was a simple example, but let's go back to your reality. And let's go back to not only the fact that you're not seeing the world as it is, but what conditioned the glasses you're wearing. What has affected the glasses you're wearing? What are the glasses? Okay, here's one that we all have. You can view these glasses as being programmable. We all have, I'm not good enough, programmed into them. Literally, you're born and they put those glasses on, it's like, you're not good enough. This happens due to the way that you're conditioned. This happens also because everyone else believes it as well. So those are the glasses you put on. That's the frame through which you view the world and the frame through which you've lived your life to this day. Now, you could also be in school as a kid and have someone tell you you're stupid. Here's one example. A teacher's like, you know what? You're dumb. And you might believe it. And guess what? Now that is programmed into the glasses that you're wearing. And you're filtering the world from that day through this lens of, I'm stupid, I'm stupid, I'm stupid. Okay? Here's another example. Let's just say there's a movie you're really excited to see. Here's two ways of experiencing that movie. And it could be any movie. Let's just say a movie you're super psyched to go see. You're like, holy shit, I can't wait. And let's just say, walking into the theater, people are walking out, and you hear, it wasn't that good. Now guess what? That seed is planted. That affected the glasses. The lens is changed, and when you're watching that movie, it's going to be in the back affecting what you see and how you experience the movie. You're going to be looking for things like, you know what, maybe the lighting here is not as good as it could be. I can see why those people said it wasn't that good. You're going to be looking for reasons for it to not be that good. Okay? Just hearing that influenced your experience watching the movie. Now on the flip side, someone could be walking out and be like, you know what, that was the best movie ever. Way better than the last ones. And that will also affect how you experience the movie. Make sense? Okay. Now, this is happening left and right. And this is where it all starts. You got to sit down and ask yourself, what glasses am I wearing right now? What am I seeing? And you can do an audit on your life. But if you don't analyze that, you will more often than not just end up stuck. Every single person here knows what the fuck to do to lose weight, right? We all know it, right? Is there anyone here who doesn't know how to lose weight? Literally? You? You're like, oh, I thought McDonald's was good. No, it's like, does anyone know, like not know this? No, we all know how to lose weight. So why is it that we're not all fucking shredded and extremely healthy? Right? Even now, in your job, do you know how to make a little bit more money? The answer is yes. If someone put a gun to your head and they're like, hey, how do you make more money? just some simple things like, well, take more action. If you just took more action and hustled more or did that thing you're procrastinating on, you could increase your life situation. It's really not that hard. The steps you need to take to get ahead are not that hard. You want to know the thing I've seen for years, even when it comes to socializing? The hardest part for people was exactly what you said, going up and saying hi to someone you like. The action is not hard. You all know how to do it. You all know how to move your fucking feet and go say hi to someone. Why don't you do it? Right? And what we're doing is we're looking for techniques. Like, you know what? I'm just looking for the technique to make my right leg go in front of the left to go say hi to that person. You're focusing on the wrong thing. It's not so much the techniques of how to move the fucking leg. You got to analyze, okay, what lens am I viewing things here, and attack the lens. It's attack the paradigm. It's dive deeper. Instead of, you know what, I'm anxious, now what? Why are you anxious to begin with? What is preventing you from taking those steps to even lose weight? And those are just two random examples, right? It's usually our experience of it, the thoughts we have, the emotions we have, this little reality, how it challenges our identity and who we are and what we believe. That's the stuff that really holds us back, right? It's not the how-to, it's what's going on inside. And that's what you have to analyze. It's this inward journey, and it's not necessarily pleasant. You've heard me probably talk a lot of shit on the people who are, say, more materialistic and all about hustle and so on and so forth. But, you know what? I can also talk a lot of shit on spiritual people. You want to know the biggest thing spiritual people fuck up? What? They're addicted to positivity. And I hate it. I absolutely hate it. This positive thinking, must always be happy and positive, right? What's it look like to transform a Molly trip? No, okay? It's an ayahuasca trip, not a Molly trip, okay? And this here will prevent so much growth and change, because if you're addicted to always thinking positively, you're not going to look at the more darker aspects and the shit that's running you inside. And then you're just stuck. Okay? Now, the counter-argument that I hear is the law of attraction, where people are like, you know what? I don't want to focus on the negative, right? There's some quotes where it's like, the more you focus on, you'll attract more of it, right? If you're always thinking negative things, you're probably going to attract negative things. If you focus on those negative emotions inside, you're just going to keep them alive and fuel them, no? If you're just always focused on your past, going back and seeing what happened in your childhood and examining different patterns, you're not going to get ahead. Focus on the future. Don't focus on the past, so you'll go backwards. No? Everyone hear that? I'm saying the opposite. I'm saying focus on the negative. Focus on your past. Why? And this is where you must always examine the original assumption, examine the paradigm, because currently, whether you proactively, consciously focus on it or not, it's active. That's the assumption. If you don't focus on it, it's not active. But right now, it is active. And this epiphany, by the way, changed my life. Realizing there are two worlds inside of you. There's a world you're aware of and a world you're not aware of. Right now, you're aware of me standing here talking, the content I'm delivering, but then that world you're not aware of are all the things you disowned. All the bad things you might have done, the things that you deem are unforgivable, the things you hate yourself for. There's that little critic that comes out when you're home alone, right? We all have that little voice as soon as you go home and there's no distractions and you're just sitting with yourself, that voice that creeps up and just whispers something like, you're a piece of shit. And you're like, oh, I know, fuck. Maybe I'll drown out the voice with some Netflix. It's like, your mother should have aborted you. I know. The world would be better without you. I know. It gets fucking dark. We all have that, and then we just stuff it down. Now guess what? You can stuff it down, pretend it's not there. It's going on. And if it's active, guess what? You're going to attract more of that shit. If there's a ball and chain tied to you right now and you're trying to run, yeah, you can focus on the future. It's not fun to stop, to take off the ball and chain, but you're not going to get very far. So what you have to do here, if you're stuck, and again, this is if you're stuck, is instead of focusing on the positive and the bright side, dive into that inner world. Dive into those inner demons that might be holding you back. If you hate yourself, you're not going to let yourself succeed. Because you hate yourself. Right? If deep down inside, You've taken on an identity where anything more than this you don't deserve, you're not going to let yourself succeed either. Because then who are you? Right? Go back to that matrix glasses programming example. Let's just say you're a kid, and here's a little seed that could be planted. You don't deserve a beautiful partner. You're a loser. You don't deserve much at all. Your opinion means shit. You know what? If you put yourself out there, people will judge you and laugh at you. You deserve nothing. Okay. And guess what? You might live your life filtering everything through that and reinforcing it. Do you all know what RAS is? Selective focus? Okay. If not, Google that. If you believe that, you know what? I don't deserve more than this. I'm not one of the cool popular kids. I'm a loser kid. That affects your experience and affects what you pick up on, which in turn reinforces the paradigm and the glasses. If you believe that and then something doesn't go your way, it's very easy to interpret it as, well, you know what? It didn't go my way because I'm just not popular. And it reinforces the fucking thing. So it's this loop, and you become more and more entrenched in that paradigm. And here you are as an adult, you know the steps. Hey, go say hi to that person. You like them? Go say hi. Why? Because that's not you. It doesn't compute with your reality.